Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Let's make our audio sound better with 2 quick effects. To really grasp this lesson, you have to understand a little bit about frequencies or audio frequencies. Everything you hear has a frequency. Low sounds have low frequencies, and high sounds have high frequencies. I don't really have a high voice though, so I can't really do that. When you're shooting an interview and you want to get rid of some of that background noise, and air conditioning in the background, a car driving by, a plane flying by, some wind that caught the microphone, one way to improve that noise is by removing some of the very high frequencies and some of the low frequencies. If you remove too much, you're going to start removing our voice, which is more of a mid-range frequency. But let's just dive in and you'll kind of start to understand when you play around with it yourself. If you select a clip and you go to your effects bin over here, not your effects controls, but your effects bins, you'll see under audio effect that there is a high pass and a low pass filter. So let's take this high pass on. And what happens when you do high pass is it is saying that I'm passing through all of the frequencies above whatever amount you want. So I'm just going to close this volume so you can see a little bit more up here on the left. When we apply that high pass to this track clip, you get this high pass effect, and the cutoff is 1495 hertz. That's really high. So listen to it right now. Only the high parts, the high frequencies, are allowed to play. If we drop this down to say 100,
summer, the whole ALS ice bucket,
it sounds a lot more natural because it's allowing all of the hertz, all the frequencies above 100 to play through. If we go to 0, well, it won't let me go to 0 because that's like if this effect wasn't even on here. For most people, going up to 100 or even 150 or 200 if someone has a high voice is safe because you're not getting rid of any of the frequencies that are in their talking, but you're getting rid of any of the background rumbles that you might hear. The same thing goes for the low pass filter. If we take this low pass filter, it's allowing only the low sounds or the low frequencies to play below this frequency. So if it's at 1495, then it's pretty low. So we have to take this up to say 5,000 or so.
ice bucket challenge, phenomenon.
And that sounds a little bit too low too because he has kind of a deep voice. I want to have a little bit more of his higher frequencies.
Summer, the whole ALS ice bucket.
But there are some of the background noise that does get rid of. And you can really notice this if you put on headphones, if you play it really loud without these effects on it. You can also click these bypass options right here, which is just a quick way to say to Premiere Pro, I don't want to hear it with this effect on, I just want to compare it before and after. So if you want to turn it off or just test it without this effect, you can just click that bypass right there. So the general rule of thumb is to quickly get rid of some of that background noise, add the high pass and the low pass filters, and set the high pass to around 100 and the low pass to around 5500, and go up and down from there. Just play around with it, see what it sounds like, make sure you're not cutting out any of the frequencies of the person's actual voice and not changing how they sound. But if you can, remove some of those high levels, those high frequencies that you might hear in the background. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you in another lesson.